What's up, guys? NJ Slot Guy back here again in wonderful Las Vegas, Nevada with, again, I just got to commend the incredible setup from Victor. Shout out to you. We are here with Mid-South Slots today, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll be interviewing today for SlotsFan. I've been trying to get you on this interview. We wanted to do it in person for G2E, so we did. Randy, thank you for joining me as always. You're always in my videos.
Sir. Everybody's
very familiar, with you if they are a fan of mine. We are going to talk about Randy's journey today into where he has become not only a successful creator, but someone that I personally look up to, as far as insight goes. And I feel like other creators should too. So enough about that.
Appreciate it. Let's
get back into it. Randy, tell us how you started. When did this all start and become something? What were you watching? What were you doing? Talk to me. Tell us about your story, man.
All right. Let's see. 2019. I'm a blackjack player. That's why I started.
Blackjack guy always plays blackjack when I'm with him.
And so you're winning entries into all the giveaways at the casino when you're doing that.
Yeah.
But the prize is always free slot play. So I'd win them all the time, and I won. It was like a punch board game, like Price is Right. You press it, and it was like, oh, you won 525 slot plays. I'm like, I don't do slot. So I went over there and did them. I did like a $25 one, and then I did this like 5-reel double diamond. I have no idea what I'm doing. So I played them. I won a little money, whatever. But then I got home, and I was like, well, I wanted to study the slots I saw. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's like, I want to see this 5-reel double diamond. So I Googled it or searched it on YouTube, and guess who comes up? NJ Slot Guy.
NJ Slot Guy came up.
So I watch it. Because I'm watching Johnny play 45 a spin, and I was enjoying it. And then before you know it, you know how the YouTube algorithm works. The next suggested video is Johnny. Before you know it, I've watched all of his videos.
Dude, I was rocking. That was like my prime time.
Yeah.
That was peak. I peaked. That was where I peaked.
Yeah, it was great. Right.
Down a little.
You were just on top of the world.
I took over the space, man.
I thought that NJ Slot Guy was the biggest channel and the only channel. I thought that and you worded me.
That means a lot. Thank you, Randy. I appreciate that. Thank you, man.
And so I was like, you know what? I could do that. And I took my iPhone 6.
iPhone 6, wow.
Portrait mode at 30 FPS.
Wow.
And hit,
frames per second.
Turned it on and hit on triple double diamond, triple double red 7.
Old faithful.
And then double triple red 7. 2 hand pays. First time I ever filmed 2 hand pays.
Awesome.
They're still out there. They're my first videos. Y'all can go see them. And that you can't really see them because they're 30 FPS and they're that old. But and I was hooked. I was like, I can do this.
And you did, man.
And immediately I emailed John and Mike.
Top Dollar Mike. Shout out to Mike, man.
And the only reason that I'm here and that I'm successful is that this man right here, a channel with nobody, 50 subs. I emailed him, agreed to do a virtual slot challenge with me. And it was a disaster. Because I said...
We all learn from it.
I said, let's do triple double diamond. And then I went to Evansville. It was Tropicana, Evansville. And they didn't have a triple double diamond at $5. But triple double stars is the exact same concept. So I was like, okay, it was a total disaster. Just doing that, and NJ Slot Guy saying my name... So we're doing this. I got about 700 subs off of that.
Wow, I didn't know that. I feel like, and if you told me it was a long time ago, I didn't remember that.
Long time ago. And
good story.
So within 2 months, and the other thing it was good timing that they got a cash machine there. It's right when cash machine came out.
I played that stupid machine.
And I was one of the first people to put a cash machine video out there, and now it has like hundreds of thousands of views.
Right, you deserve it.
It wasn't a win, but because it was the first one. That got me to where I started in January, and by March I had over 1,000 and I was monetized.
Right.
And then COVID hit.
I didn't even realize that it was going to roll into. That was 4 years ago.
Oh, I'm not allowed to say that word, am I?
I don't know. I think they got over all that shit.
I hope they did.
I think they got over all that shit.
I remember.
I mean, how can we not talk about a major event in history which has affected us in certain ways? It's something to go back to. During COVID, I became this or that. A lot of creators were, oh my God, that's where a whole new level of slot channels started to begin. Travel channels, every channel. So now there's thousands of them. How do you not mention that if it's part of the history?
I started filming, and my first real filming venture, where I turned the phone sideways and put it at 60 FPS, was February 29th of 2020.
Yeah.
And that Sunday, leaving the casino, I left because they were closing the casino.
Okay.
It was, so I filmed for a weekend, my first real filming session, then the whole world shut down right then that day.
Thank God I had a backlog for that.
And I
wouldn't have survived
and
it.
So I had that. And then I remember I had to drive to Missouri.
What was that
to
like?
Get footage.
How far?
Over 4 hours.
Is it really?
Because everything was closed, but Missouri was. They were still open, but they had. It was crazy because I remember played tables. They had glass.
Yeah.
And the masks.
Got it. Oh my God! The
so,
COVID. What did I call it? The
most people don't realize this, but when you're tall and your arms, the structure of your arms.
You know what, Randy?
Buffets have always been terrible for me because that glass that guards, I can't.
Hang on.
A normal person like John can go and put salad dressing on their salad. I cannot.
Hold on. We should acknowledge this because you don't show yourself a lot of camera. Dude, how tall are you?
6'4".
6 foot. Nobody understands. You're not a normal sized person. I was talking to Eddie and Reiko about this, about the football stuff. Like when reality hit for me, when I thought I'm good enough to play sports. I'm not going to D3 football, BS. And then, first of all, I'm talking to people from Texas, by the way, where football's a real sport. We think it's real in Jersey until you go down there. Then, I got on the field with these monsters who were at the same exact level as me. We're playing, tackle football in a park, except their resume is Canadian Football League, D1 scholarship. They just happen to screw up. So they had all the intangibles. Then you think about the separation from that person onto the person that's actually in the NFL. And I took a step back and I'm like,
that's because you were honestly only about 5 or 10 years too early because now in the last 5 years.
Oh, dude, they have sprint. They have something called sprint football for the colleges up by me. Nobody's over 175 pounds, the offensive line.
Right, but the NFL,
is 160 to 175.
The little guys in the NFL now they're playing.
Yeah, but here, ready? You want to talk
Mark Mariani and the Titans.
Do you want to? Do you remember Trindon Holiday by any chance?
Yeah.
He was a kick returner from Kent State. I believe it was Kent State.
Yeah, you could have been a kick returner in the NFL.
Hold on. He's 5'6", 170. Do you know how fast he ran?
Yeah,
dude, I didn't run that fast.
Yeah,
I was fast, but not that. I was fast for my big fish, small pond. And even when I thought I was fast, there were 7, 8 guys that were way faster than me. Anyways, we're not talking about NFL, but I love talking NFL football, especially with you.
Johnny and I can talk
we watched a
football.
lot of historic games. Let's not forget, dude. We were in Hollywood for the what was that? The divisionals or the Green Bay Niners?
Green Bay.
What
a
fight of a game that was for me. I was losing the whole entire game when you think about it. That was rough. That was a rough game.
Oh, it's because Johnny's a 49ers
that was a rough
fan.
game.
I'm sorry. I keep going away from the mic. Did you say twist it?
This is unbelievable.
Yeah, no, Johnny and I love watching football.
I do. I love.
So we're at the casinos. That's why I hate that they closed that High Limit room here because they had the enclaves, so you could play slots here at Venetian and have volume control in this little room, and so you could change the channel whatever you want. You're playing slots, you get your own TV, and you got volume control. So we'd sit and watch football. We watch,
We do. We do have a good passion for football. Steve McNair is a big connection with us too.
Well,
my kid wears number 9. You know that, right? My kid wears number 9.
Awesome.
He's the quarterback. Wait till you see
Steve
highlights.
McNair is my favorite of all time.
Wait till you see friggin' highlights. All
And
right.
Johnny's 27, so he's Eddie George.
We're back into you. That's right. Oh, man, did he make 27 look so good on that Ohio State? Then when he came in, they were still the Oilers.
Yeah.
So we had that baby blue Oiler 2-7. It looked so friggin' beautiful, man.
And we won't go into football cards because then
no, we'll start crying. You don't want to go into football cards.
This interview will last 3 hours.
That's it. That's the one. That's exactly what we'll go into when I ask you that question later. Tell the audience something they don't know. Do they know that about you?
No.
That's it. That's what we're sharing because we can go off on a tangent. I'm going to save that for the last 20 minutes.
Okay.
All right. So let's keep going. We still didn't get past Missouri yet.
All right. So
we're still on Missouri.
So salad bars, I can't reach under them. because my arm
No, you are a long. You are.
I cannot.
He's 6'4".
Right?
You don't need to put your.
So
weight.
doing the blackjack
225.
thing, it was so difficult for me. But it was like, please don't talk to me because you're stressing me out because I can't understand you between the glass and the mask. Just I get it that's your job and you're trained that you're supposed to talk to me. But just please don't. And they couldn't not talk to me.
Right.
So anyway, I don't even know why I was talking about
Keep going.
blackjack, but yeah, COVID was weird.
You were a blackjack player, is what you were saying before you.
Right, and then I just stumbled into slots by getting that free play win.
Yeah.
And Googling John, and then here I am.
That's awesome, man. By the way, thank you. I love that story. Obviously.
Yeah, I mean Johnny.
What did I do? Did you do you remember like our first initial contact? Like you sent me an email, like what?
I sent
it
you
was?
an email, and you were like, "Sure."
Do you think we could find it? You want to pull it up?
I don't think I could find it now. No.
How long does it say for? I'm gonna try to pull it up. We'll read it.
I don't say. I mean, I think.
No, I don't see them either.
6 months, I think, but it's been like 5 years. I don't think our email.
All right, let's try it. You know, A for effort. We could keep talking, but I want to find this because
I didn't even have the
really
Mid-South
cool.
Slots email yet. It was from my other email.
Yeah, we're good. Well, let's see.
We'll see if it's there. But yeah, this was years and years ago, and then we just.
We're in Mid-South, right? Well, you.
I
got it.
I was invited to Tampa in 21 for a slot contest. Remember, it was like a tournament. I wasn't on Johnny's team.
Oh wait, was this the first tournament in Tampa?
In Tampa.
We hung out a lot though.
And then we hung out the entire time.
That was the first time I met you. Yeah. Let's go into
and
that.
then from that point on,
it's not here.
we were just inseparable on the slot front. So
you were Google Gobble one of us, you know.
Yeah, right. Immediately.
Mike was with me in Tampa. Right?
Yeah, Mike was there.
Who was in Tampa? Because we had a flock of us up in the room.
Well, I
think on the second day
with
we were just
I was on Natalie's. I was on Slot Hopper's team.
Shout out to you, Natalie.
She invited me. Or no, we were on LG Slots team, but Natalie's the one.
Oh, Lou! Shout out to Lou.
Natalie's the one that
Great
invited
guy.
me. Yeah, to be on that team, and who else was there? I don't think Stacy was there. Scott was there.
He's not there.
Big Jackpot was there.
East Coast. Did we say Murray? East Coast.
Murray wasn't there that time. He was there at the later one.
Oh no! Ready? Murray had COVID. He couldn't make it. He was the one that ran my team.
Yeah.
And then I had to run the East Coast Slots team. Yeah, that was the first one because the second one was the controlled one we won. Yeah, that was it.
And we won the
second
second one.
Go check out the Slot Cracker interview because Ed brings that up. That was the one where I just started rallying because naturally, I think at 4 o'clock tournament and we were just hammering drinks at that point. I remember because ready for this, you did not know him yet. Mike and I were running out in between the breaks to go hang out with Gino by the pool.
Yeah.
We were slamming drinks in between. Mike and I were slamming drinks. And then we just started to obviously rally and feed off the crowd. And then everybody's like rooting for us. Then I did a FaceTime with Ed, who was like on deathbed.
Yeah, Ed
ventilators,
was bad.
Dude. He made me cry. Like,
Ed was bad.
And I never met Ed at that
I'm
point.
so glad
but
he
I
made
knew
it.
his people.
Ed's a great Ed. If you're out there, I love you, man.
Oh,
I had
man.
so much fun with you in Tampa.
Ed's a good time.
Slot
Again,
Cracker.
Check out. First of all, I don't know if we said this before, but I'll plug it now. I'll say, check out SlotsFan. Go to that channel. Go check out those interviews. Go check out Slot Cracker as well. A great guy, a pioneer
Yeah, the
in this
interview
industry.
was, yeah.
And again, it all goes back to him. I remember having his chip, and I said, this one's for you, Ed, and we won the son of a bitch. We won that friggin' tournament. Sorry, you weren't on my team, but...
Yeah, but I was on it the next time when we won.
Hold on. We're going to get into questions that you got to answer, and that might be part of it. What's one of your most memorable experiences doing this stuff? That's one of them.
Coming to
Tampa.
Tampa.
Tell it. Let's hear it. So this isn't the we're at past the first time.
No, this is the second time. This was a year ago.
This is round 2. This is last year.
I'm on Johnny's team.
Yeah,
because now we're close. And we just kept winning, and then we won first place. And I was so confused because last time when y'all won, it was 2,500.
Yeah. Oh, wait. No, Mike got it was they did it in a different way. The first place guy on your team got 7,500.
They did it by the
that on your team, instead of doing you all get that was
and
nuts. 10,000.
Was
10,000.
I thought it was 10,000 between us all, guys.
Me too.
But
that's what it was last time.
We all got $10,000 in free play.
None of us were expecting that, by the way.
Me, Gulf Coast. Shout out to Gulf Coast. He was on the team.
Come on, let's shout out
Big Kev, Tim.
Boom.
Timmy, big payback.
Tim is a 2-time champion because he was on my team for the first.
Yeah,
we're undefeated champions.
Big Timmy.
We can't be taking
me,
care.
you.
Come on, let's go.
Murray wasn't, which was sad because he was supposed to be, and then they gave him his own.
Right.
They gave East Coast his own team, and he should have been on ours. And I felt bad about that.
You're missing 4 people here, and I want you to remember them all.
Well, the 4 were the fans.
No. They were all channels. We had all channels on our team.
No, we were half channels, half fans.
What are you
But
saying?
it was 16. You're right. So there were 8 fans.
They split us. Like, we didn't know who the other people were, right? Like,
no, some of yeah,
no.
But they were R&R.
Right? Or am I thinking about something
it
else?
was 8 channels and 8 fans.
But like the fans, like we didn't have interaction with the fans, like, right? Didn't they separate us?
Until they played on our team.
There were 16 of us in the last round?
I think so.
Are you sure?
I'm not positive.
I think it was only 8
Don't quote
of
me
us.
on anything ever.
Was it 8 of us or 10 of us on our team? I don't remember. Chris and Lou.
Rick
and Robin.
Rick and Robin.
Is who I was looking for.
Me,
Maybe
you,
Sarah
Tim. Old School wasn't there, was he? He wasn't there.
I don't know.
No, Steph
I don't
wasn't
remember
there.
celebrating with him.
Well, now we're going to spend this whole interview trying to remember who was on the team.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's one of your most memorable experiences.
That was beautiful. Beautiful.
I know. How was
So many experiences I have, and all of them are with NJ. We have so much fun.
We actually do have a really good time. We spent a lot of time together, obviously.
Hollywood.
Top to bottom. Our Hollywood trips have always been good. Tampa's usually awesome.
Yeah. Shout out to Tampa. I hope Hurricane Milton. I don't know when this is going to release, but it's hitting tonight.
Yeah, it is hitting tonight, 8 o'clock.
And we're worried. Shout out to
texting my people.
Rick and Robin.
Text out all my people. Yeah, Rick and Robin were supposed to be G2E.
They're not here because
they closed down all the airports.
Shout out to Super Squirrel for
everybody down there in the Tampa area. There's lots of fans too, and people that I become close with. And
worried about y'all.
Yeah, man. I think about all of you whenever like this goes down. So hopefully everything was good. Everything dumbed down. We just got some.
Hopefully.
Okay. Back to memorable experiences. You really went down negative lane there.
I do that.
That's all right. Memorable experiences. How about SlotsCon? How was SlotsCon for you? Was that a memorable?
SlotsCon was beautiful.
Was that one of those memorable
meeting
experiences?
Handpay for the first time?
Oh yeah, that's
Handpay's a great guy.
Yeah,
Shout out to him.
Bastard, don't give me an interview.
And Chris.
Come on, Jason.
Yeah, Chris. Yeah,
Chris Bailey, who's taller than you, I think.
Yeah,
he might be taller than you. You two walk. First of all, you, Handpay, and Chris walking through a casino. People would think something's going on.
Yeah.
Because again, you're not normal-sized human beings. That's messed. I want to be 6'4". Like Tim McDonald was 6'4". Remember Tim McDonald?
That sounds familiar.
Free safety, 49ers for years, and the Cardinals. All right. Anyways, we'll do that again.
We'll
do that again.
But yeah, it was. And hanging out with all those people, and I'd never been. You know what, guys? I had never been north of Ohio before that.
Right. So that was a good traveling experience for you in the middle deadlock of winter. Like they were just.
Oh, it was bad, guys. It was.
Remember how windy it was on the balcony when we went out?
Remember the moons?
Balcony, the moons. It's the friggin' zip line, and the best part about that is. We were making a big deal out of it, all this stuff, and then you all finally came to your senses. I'm like, guys, we're not doing this, right? Like, we can obviously see that this is the zip line that goes all the way down.
They got to understand what it is, though.
Hold on, yeah, well, it's got the big red balls that are like.
I'm sober as a.
No.
Sober can be. And I go out on the balcony and I look out, guys, and it looks like Tatooine from Star Wars. I saw 3 moons. Okay,
yeah,
I saw an orange one,
baby.
I saw a real moon. And I saw a white one, and I'm like. And I had an experience, guys. I was like,
it was wild.
I was like, have I lost my mind?
He couldn't get over it, and I, when it comes to things like that, I'm already like, all right, we're not going down this.
But everybody bought in.
Of what? But they did. And
everybody was with me.
And I'm losing people one by one, and I'm like, please, we got to come to our senses. Anyways, we finally do. This is what makes the story the best is. Finally do. I talk everybody off the ledge and go, we didn't even start like really drinking or anything like that like we usually do. I'm like, everybody come inside. An hour later, I go upstairs with Georgie, who was the cameraman for Handpay. He walks outside and he goes, do you guys see this? And I go, you got to be effing kidding me. Because then the whole crew comes back. Look.
Right. Just another. And then we're talking. I'm talking to somebody the next day and tell them this story. Somebody that's a regular at that casino.
Yeah.
And they're like, yep. Apparently, this is something that happens to everybody.
Yeah, I guess so.
So like the balls, like y'all see them on the interstate, so that a helicopter won't hit a power line.
Yeah,
There'll be a big orange.
Yeah.
Those were on a zip line.
Yeah.
And we're on an Indian reservation, so all it is pitch black.
Oh yeah.
Behind
There's
it,
no lights. Yeah,
you can't see that cord. So we just saw 3 moons. It was hilarious. If people that have been to Foxwoods know.
It was like 50. I'm not even joking. It was like 50 mile per hour winds at that time. So out there on that balcony was brutal.
And then we barely got home. Casino Kelly and Dan had to stay in Nashville overnight because it was that snowstorm.
Yeah. We were getting rocked, man. We were getting
Yeah.
rocked.
Yeah,
Crazy.
it was. But it was good times.
Again, down. Look at that. We started with a positive comment, and then we ran into negative lane. We're getting delayed.
No, I was saying that was crazy. That was crazy times, man. SlotsCon in January in Connecticut is not a great idea. Hopefully, we'll move it to
a normal
summer.
May-ish.
Yeah,
when it's beautiful out.
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah.
Randall, and I call Randy Randall, and that's not. That's
no,
not
it's Randolph.
But
we're good.
Is it Randolph? Is that true? Look at that. We shared something today that we didn't know. Oh, my God. That's way better.
Yeah.
Randolph is way better than Randall.
Yeah.
Like I feel like you should be walking up with a
right,
pipe.
with a pipe.
Yeah,
and,
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, Randolph. Hey, Willie Randolph.
Yeah.
Willie Randolph's a good name.
Yankees.
We need some more stories out of you. Tell me about your biggest win. What's your biggest win? On camera, off camera, whatever. Both.
So here's the thing. You know how I play, so people will be shocked. I've been doing this for 5 years. My biggest win, 7,500.
On? Come on.
Okay,
2 times. Just leave it at that.
2 times, 10 times, 5 times bonus times.
Is that what it was? 2, 5, 10.
I hit exactly what you hit, but I hit it on a $5.
A 57.
Yeah.
A 50 red 7. Ooh, on a 5 banger, huh?
15.
Oh, wait a minute.
No, it was triple bar. It was 10 times, 5 times, triple bar. 15,
I hit that with Mike.
15 to spin.
I hit that with Mike. It was the same thing. Mine was a quick hit machine.
Yeah.
So it had the quick hit progressives on it. We hit the same thing. I remember slow-moing it. Oh, man, that was a beaut, that triple bar dropping. It was, was it 50 times triple bar?
Yeah.
Yes, that's correct. I hit that same thing.
But
so
Kim and I,
for now.
Kim and I got, Kim's my girlfriend.
Shout out
I'm sure
to
you'll
Kim.
know. We got the Unical at Cosmo 3 weeks ago. Now that's on my other channel, Slotto and Kim Slots. It's my second channel that we started. It's
Plug it.
New slots. So
slots.
go check that out.
That's right.
Nobody watches it.
So you hit the Unical.
We hit the Unical on the first spin.
I just played Moolah for the first time with Mike. And we, you know what, dude? And something I don't do a lot is we were doing it off camera just to enjoy ourselves. And the friggin' bonus comes out. And I'm like looking at it going, do I start recording this? Dude, it was 11-minute bonus. I only got like 2 minutes of it like an idiot. It was 11 minutes long.
This was an hour and 10-minute bonus.
Yeah, baby.
We hit the max free spins.
That's nuts.
On nickels,
hour and 10 minutes.
750.
Just sitting there for an hour, like just going like this.
750 a spin.
There we are.
First spin, nickels, Unical. We had like, by the time it was over, there were 20 people.
Yeah, mayhem.
That have all convened around it.
Yes.
Multiple bathroom breaks, had to go up to the room and get a battery to charge it because the phone was going to die.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just, and here's the thing.
Did you get the whole thing?
But here's the thing. It was,
smart man.
It was, let's play this real quick before we go eat. So her and I were starving. Like, dying, you know what I mean? Like
I hate when that gets in the way of it. Really is such an inconvenience when you're like, like to the point where you're like, I gotta
and then the
stop,
buffet closed by the time we were done.
Yeah.
The buffet had already closed.
And
so.
we don't eat correct. Like,
but it was about 6,500, so it was just a little bit under that.
That's awesome, man.
But it was.
Man. So we got to get you a 5-digit jackpot. That's your next goal.
Yeah, I just got to bet more.
You got to do some lightnings. Lightnings will get you.
No,
I know, man. I know. But we're gonna find something for you. Maybe it'll be the jackpot carnival that we just played out.
Oh yeah,
that's a good machine, man. Thank you for that.
But I think a lot of my viewers appreciate the realistic. Like I don't play like. I play realistic. That's why 7,500 is my biggest win. Is
because you were just saying what you were saying. Another one that I usually say is what is your draw? Why do you think your audience watches you? So go right into what you were just saying.
I think that the people that watch me, and I love all of you, watch it because it's realistic. It's what you guys play.
Yeah, and it really is. You are at that level of more. You're like 90% of gamblers.
Yeah, and the problem, that like maybe I shouldn't say, Vegas low roller ran into is that he got so successful, and then it's really hard for him to keep being Vegas low roller.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? When
creator problems, man.
Right, but it's like if that's your niche, you have to stick with it. So even when you're real successful,
the closer you're getting to my coffee cup is getting me so nervous.
Oh, whatever.
It's not even funny because you're so long. Look how long your arm is, man. I can barely reach my coffee cup. You could go pour me another cup of coffee from where you're sitting. You're so long.
But the point is, like, I empathize with Vegas low roller because it's like you get successful, and then it's still hard for me to do the $3 spins, but that's what people love,
$3 spins are rough for me to do.
Yeah.
But now, after
we get bored. I mean, and
because they're a 15-minute session is a normal session on there. You don't realize that is really long. Like I've been doing that lately, and one of my main fans had commented like 17 minutes on. I think it was Triple Red Hot. That's too long.
Oh, you got to stop. I stop after.
I agree, man. No, I got to start shortening
7
them up,
minutes.
like 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I got to hit like a point and go.
And change it up because y'all don't want to see y'all don't want to see 20 minutes of triple double diamond.
I'm sorry, viewers. That'll end now.
Yeah.
That's why we have these conversations with other content creators. And they talk you into it. So you just officially talked me into that now. There's no longer.
So that's why I'll put like
Super Time Spray was just 15 minutes, but I got to go on it.
Yeah. So, but that's why I do those goals in there where it's like I'll put in 100.
Yeah.
It's like if I run out of that 100, then the video stops 3 or 4 minutes.
Boom.
Or if I double up, then I stop.
You have a good.
I don't
method,
just keep going and go because then I can put 3 or 4 together and y'all enjoy it because it's not so monotonous of just.
We all have these methods, and it's all great to hear all the content creators say different methods that they do and different things because it's all workable stuff that we should all do. I remember Josh Slotaholic was saying something. I think it's like he does a series of things where it's like 2 to 5 minutes. That's it. That's all I give it.
Yeah.
No matter what, win or lose, or see ya. And it does. It keeps it fresh. Here's another machine. Here's another machine. You'd rather see 4 sessions in one video, probably, if they're losing. Let's say 4 losing sessions instead of a 20-minute frame.
Yeah.
Like just crawl.
Chasing
it.
It.
They become like boxing fights. I'm singing the songs in the background, getting clipped for copyrights left and right.
Oh God, don't get me started on that.
Oh man, copyrights are nuts. What was the worst one? The worst one was Tampa by far.
No, the worst. El Cortez is the worst.
I never been.
El Cortez, I'll tell you why. The stuff we deal with the copyrights guys. If it's distorted music, let's say Nirvana's playing.
I love Nirvana, man.
At the D. In downtown Vegas, the music is louder there than it is anywhere. But they're playing like Nirvana, Red Hot Chili Peppers, and because of that distortion, YouTube's not picking it up.
Right.
So you can hear that. You go watch those videos, you can hear that so loud, you can just hear the whole song, and there's no copyright.
Right.
El Cortez plays 50 stuff like Sinatra.
Oh, it's over. I can't play the Frank Sinatra machine.
I had a video.
The whole machine got clipped.
I had a video where I played. I got a great
too.
win on a Buffalo 3 reel, and I could not cover it up. It wouldn't. I just had to delete the video. It was the only video I've ever had to delete.
Do you remember what song it was?
Can
you sing it for us?
I think it was that.
No, it wasn't.
I swear it was.
What are the chances? Was it really Luck Be a Lady?
Yeah.
It's usually like My Way or something
like that. Be a lady tonight.
No way.
Yeah.
Was it really?
Yeah. Right when I got the jackpot. And I could not get rid of the copyright. And I just had to delete it.
Any movies pop in your head with Luck Be a Lady by any chance? Only because we're usually on the same movie references.
No.
Any shot? Ha-ha. Nothing? I mean, I'm sure it's in a billion movies, but there's one that really sticks out for me.
There's one. It's coming. Hang on.
Come on. Here, wait.
But I can't remember it.
Ready? One of the main songs I remember from that movie is "Dude Looks Like a Lady" by Aerosmith.
I can't say that. I've said that on my channel before.
Stop. You're a good band. Stop.
That I hate Aerosmith, and I've gotten bad comments.
Have you said that on your channel? Okay, so it's known. It's known on your channel. You're not,
like,
so what, man?
No,
Everybody's Dude, I love Queen. Not a lot of people like Queen.
I like old Aerosmith, but the reason I hate Aerosmith is "Love in an Elevator." I hate that song. Why do I have to hear it all the time?
I'm not a fan of that song.
Why do I have to hear it all the time? Why? Why?
You know it's a great song too, but I hate it because it's the friggin' Giants song. What's the one they do?
We are so doing what we do and going way off kilter. That's exactly
what it is. Look, I'm pulling my phone out.
Like we knew this was going to happen, guys. So we're not going to talk it. Yeah, we're.
Sweet Emotion is like.
I love Sweet Emotion.
Yeah, it's a great song, but I got to think about the New York Giants. Right, it's good.
The intro, because there's 2 versions of it. There's the long intro, and then there's where it just starts straight into Sweet Emotion. But that intro is what makes the whole song.
Sweet Emotion you're talking about.
Yeah, it's about 45 seconds
of that. Love an Elevator stinks. I agree with you.
I love it.
Love an Elevator.
And then when he comes in and starts singing, it almost takes away from it.
I
love just
the Steven Tyler. Come on, man.
And you know what it is though? It's Dazed and Confused.
Oh, what a
when he's pulling up in the car, and it's beautiful.
That is beautiful stuff. See, like we can go off on tangents, but that's what this is about, and you can see how close I am with the other creator, with the chemistry because of the stories and all the references. This is what we do all the time.
Crazy,
like
when we can't talk about slots because there's so much we do that's not slot related. It's like
we're filming next to each other. We film next to each other, and we're just casually talking to each other. We're not filming.
We did it earlier today.
But you know what's awesome? People get to hear about like our night last night, and like because we don't record any of that, so like they get little tastes and bits of of what we did last night.
We'll forget, guys, sometimes, and I have to apologize to
No,
the viewer.
you do. You
we'll
apologize
forget
too
we're
much,
filming,
though.
and we're
They
sitting
love
there.
it.
We're talking for like 10 minutes, and I'm like, oh,
They
sorry,
love
guys.
it, man. They love the camaraderie. Come on, that's like that. I think, and I'm saying this as a fan of other channels. You know, like, hey, if I was, I'm a fan of East Coast and I'm a fan of Mid South. Oh man, I would love to hear you guys next to each other in a video talking to each other.
Well, that's happened, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, you know, I think that's cool stuff. Do you remember the first time you were ever recognized?
Yes.
Where? Go. Come on, let's hear the story.
It was really neat because it was my 40th birthday.
Oh, nice. Happy birthday.
Tropicana, Evansville.
It was 15 years ago.
Shut up.
I'm just Go ahead.
So I brought all my friends up from Nashville. We got like 3 rooms. And I was walking through the casino. And keep in mind, it's not my face. Walking through the casino and
you're 6'4",
talking to one of them, talking to one of my friends. And this girl freaks out. She goes, oh, my God, right? Because she just heard my voice. Yeah. You're Mid-South Slots. And I was like, yeah, how? I was like, I've never.
You didn't show yourself.
I've never shown my face. She recognized my voice.
Think about that, guys. Like you were never. You know what though? Too, I do remember that. Like being like the first. I don't remember when I first showed myself, but let's just say the first 6 months of my channel. The only time anybody would recognize me was when because I'm friggin' loud. You know, and they were my parents or Jerry or whatever, and they would go, I know your voice because I didn't show myself. Think about the variable and the percentages that you weren't showing yourself and were recognized. Like that's crazy.
The voice is what. But before I forget, one of the funniest things that you've ever done.
Me?
That I will play back in my head.
Oh, we're doing off tangent.
Is when you were at the casino with your mom. He said, "Ma, meatloaf."
Oh yeah. Oh, dude. Let me just tell you something.
Wedding Crashers.
So I have brothers that are they your age? You want to share your age?
I'm 43.
Oh, never mind. Not even close to me. My brothers are old. My brothers are 9 and 11 years older than me, which is where like all the older references, like, you know, because you're like an older brother in that sense. Same thing with Stefan. And what the hell was I just saying? I hate when this happens, man. I didn't even
movie
get
references
out.
from before.
No, but I didn't know where I was going with this.
Wedding Crashers, Ma, meatloaf.
Ma, meatloaf.
Meatloaf.
Thank you. So thank you so much for that. So my brothers have the same sense of humor I do, and we're just absolute terrors when we're together. And my middle brother and I always would movie quotes to my parents. They don't know what the hell's going on. They never saw the movies. So like my mother would be like, what do you mean meatloaf? Like stuff like that, you know, and it just, but I remember doing it. My brother's upstairs, I'm downstairs. You know, my mother's outside or something like that. I go, Ma. But we would do it till she answers. And as soon as she answers, meatloaf. You know, and then she catches on. We abuse my fun. It's bad.
But you did it on video while you were spinning. Ma, meatloaf.
Well, dude, you know what's funny about that? And now you make me think about my brother is, like, I'm sitting here like an a-hole, like putting thousands into stupid slot machines. And then I think about, like, you know, pre-YouTube days, like my brother and I, like, doing prank phone calls and stuff like that. Like, all I had to do is pull out a phone and friggin' record.
And we're Jerky Boys.
And I would, because, dude, that's what Jerky Boys were famous. So, what, you know, we think we could do. I used to prank, you know, I used to do to Jerry.
I love Jerry.
I knew Jerry's passcode on his phone. So back in the day, this is flip phones. Back in the day, at least with the Verizons, where if you called a number and it went to voicemail, it didn't matter. I could call from my phone because you can do that. You lose your phone, you want to check your voicemail. So I would dial Jerry's number, right? Wouldn't pick up, and it would go to voicemail. So I would type in his password. Now I could just screw around with his greeting.
Oh.
And Randy, the random stuff that would come to my head. I'm sitting there with my friend, and like I remember changing Jerry's phone. Like, hi, you've reached Jerry. I'm watching local weather on the 8s right now, and the weather is 52 degrees, scattered thunderstorms. Please leave me a message after this tone. The best part is Jerry has no clue.
Right.
That's his voicemail. So it's like whenever the next person calls him, but that's when he finds out 2 or 3 or 4 days later. So these people had to tell Jerry,
that's awesome.
Who's on your voicemail? Anyway, sorry, we went. Again,
we'll do this.
Like, these are great stories. Why not share
too long?
Nobody knew that. I've never shared that story before. Like, that's the first I've ever
awesome.
shared that story, and that's because of you. You unlocked that today.
All right.
All right. So you remembered your first, and that comes as memorable experiences too. Being recognized, man. That's awesome.
The voice. It was just the voice.
What about Rob downstairs, who we just met? Remember from Canada?
Oh, yeah.
Like he came. He wasn't even paying attention to you. He walked right past you, sits down too, and I go, "It's Mid-South Slots."
And he goes, "Oh," and I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "No, I'm already subbed."
This is this is cool stuff, man. Those are always memorable experiences. And like I've had so many experiences like that. I don't even remember them anymore because there's so many fans that I remember when I was at Hard Rock and I FaceTimed you because the guy, he went friggin' crazy.
Yeah.
He went crazy. He just happened to mention your name, and I think I was texting you already. And I was like, dude, anyway, you want to do a FaceTime right now? This guy's gonna lose his mind.
Yeah.
Like, dude, think about that edition. Like he ran into me there with Dijon. I think Dijon. Was it Dijon? Was I with Dijon?
Tampa?
No. I was in Hard Rock, Atlantic City, and I FaceTimed you when you were home.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I remember that they were a nice couple though, and he came up and I was like, "Who do you watch, man?"
Yeah,
First name.
It's
out of his
always
mouth
weird.
was Mid-South Slots, and I go like this. I go, "Hang on, give me 1 second." He goes, "What are you gonna do? Call him?" I go, "I'm gonna give you something better." And I FaceTimed, dude. You picked up perfect. The guy went nuts. Like that was really cool, man. Like made his day, and that's what comes with. This content creation, this influencing, whatever you want to call it, is our fans and our audience.
I'll never get used to it, though. I will never get used to...
What do you mean?
That being someone being enamored
popular.
with meeting me
is
so weird.
Because we really are, and I mean,
I'm just
sure,
a dude.
and I'm sure any celebrity can say that too, but it's
we're
like,
not. Yeah, I mean,
we're not even close to that status to be sitting on that, and maybe some people are or think they are, and they're not. Those are the people that don't give their audience the time of day, whereas like we have a very loyal. Very, very, very loyal audience. I won't trade that for anything. And I'm very confident that you and I have a big carryover on the audience, so you have the same loyal fans. Like we share fans. Like
Veronica.
You mentioned, big shout out to you.
Yeah.
Big shout out to you, Veronica Allen, who watches these, and she's
Debbie. There's a bunch of
they're great people. Shout out to all of them. We absolutely love you guys. And what makes us love you guys even more is when I see you on my friend's channel, commenting on his stuff and commenting on Stefan's too, or Stacy's and Kev's and stuff. It seems to be that same genre of what we play. And it's cool that you're friends with all those people, and then you see that, you share those stories.
I worry about you guys. Like
absolutely. This is good. I know what you're going to say.
I've had people that comment every day for years, and then when they disappear, I wonder.
You think the worst.
I think the worst. Yeah.
That's good.
I do.
I
don't think because I know that it's not like it's something I've said and they're not watching anymore. I legit worry.
No,
because a lot of my audience is older. You know what I mean? So
that's a legit thought process. We do talk about that a lot too. I talk about that with Stefan, Old School Slots, all the time. And we like he always remembers. He goes, "Oh man, do you remember this one?"
Terry's on all of ours. Hi, shout out to Terry.
Shout out to you, Terry. Teresa Mast.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, Teresa.
It's and if I've left anyone out, I mean, there's a lot of y'all I should shout out.
Come on. There's hundreds of users.
Lynn,
there's people that
Veronica,
have been,
Debbie.
Yeah.
For sure, Debbie.
Yeah.
Patricia.
Yeah, right. You
Patricia.
don't have to remember everybody.
Okay.
You're doing great. You did great there.
Gator. There's some. Yeah.
Oh, go Gator. Yeah. Go Gator won a gift card from the Jerry.
There's like a few of y'all that I'm missing that
there are, but come on, dude.
I feel so bad because I should shout all of you out. And
No, you're fine.
I should just pull it up and.
You're fine.
There's about 10 people.
Let's go down the list.
3 or 4 that I'm missing that I should shout you out, and I feel bad that I haven't.
No, you're good. You're golden. Randy, there are some really good stories and times that we've had. I wish we could talk.
A lot of it we can't share, to be honest with you.
Well, you know what though, too, like. I like having my private moments with my friends too. I mean, there are times where I do wish like we had a phone out for like an hour just so people could see like the silliness, the clean fun that we do have, But there's got to be there has to be some kind of privacy that goes on, especially in the casino life and like stuff like that. Like every vice known to man is here.
And what y'all don't know is that
it doesn't need to be shared.
There's a lot of filming that we do after like 11 p.m. that doesn't make the cut.
I usually, and that's why you see me like you see me here at G2E. We're traveling all over the place. I don't bring my monopod with me, and I try not to record it. And
that's what I've learned.
Yeah, what's the point, man?
But I have a treasure trove of footage that could not be released that I have saved all of it. So
hey, man,
one day
you can absolutely turn that into a monetary thing, and why not? Like with a subscription and a Patreon.
Oh,
I'm serious, man. You
can.
Why
even
not?
that, I don't want to.
No, I don't want to do it.
I don't ever want to.
It has to be heavily edited, probably.
Yeah, like
I've heard some of those videos. I've been in some.
You were in it. That one with me, you and Slotcracker and Kim at like 1 a.m. Oh my God! Not my Kim, but Slotcracker's sister.
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
Shout out to you again, Ed. What a night! And
nobody can ever see that video.
Oh, that's a good good times.
Nobody can ever see that video.
That is too many good times, man, and too many tangents, and that's what I love. So this gives them a taste of this, because that's exactly what we're doing, man. It's not like I'm interviewing you. We're just sitting here busting chops.
Right.
And now I just happen to like ask you questions when I usually ask you like stupid, weird, random ass questions. Now I'm asking you like questions, about you and your channel and stuff. And everybody does need to know that. They won't want to hear the stories, how you come up, how you started, what you do, where it's at, all that. So your audience wants to see that, man. They want to know more about you, of course.
I got to show my face more.
You do have to show your face more. Right?
I'm working on it, guys.
He's working on it.
It ain't the best face. That's the problem.
That's all. Can we make that face better? Can we? Let's do a little adjustment. Let's take the beard off.
No,
what do you think?
No.
You look younger maybe without the beard. What do you think?
I think I look fatter.
But if I thought this fills out your face.
I don't know.
No, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I don't have any hair up here. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
Got it.
Don't listen to me. What's something that you can share with me today that you've never shared with your audience?
Is this where we go into the football card stuff? I mean, that's kind of lame.
You think it's kind of lame? All right, go to something else. Anything else come to your mind? And if not, we'll go back to
I used to be
shared. Yeah.
Let me think.
Whatever you want. Don't go too deep.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be too far, too hard. It could be something simple. I had somebody say that. I had Nez say from Call Attendant Slots that he was afraid of heights. I think that's a great share.
That's weird.
That's a relatability
No,
thing.
it's not weird. I didn't mean to call him weird.
No, you weren't calling him weird. That was a weird answer is what you're saying. That's what I thought, too. And I'm like, man, that just made you more relatable to your entire audience that's scared of heights.
I really don't.
You're a person at the end of the day. Like any of that stuff? You're scared of anything? Any fears?
I mean, I'm arachnophobic, but that's silly.
You're an arachnophobic?
Yeah.
I didn't know this. Can we jump into this? Dude, I love spiders.
Oh, my God. I don't want to talk about spiders.
I love spiders. I don't hurt, unless they come into my space, we got a problem. But you leave the spiders up there in the corner. I try to let them out. I try not to kill them. Yeah, man.
I do that.
I give you a ton of species of spiders and stuff like that.
With everything. I feel bad if I kill a fly. I mean, I feel bad. You know what I mean?
No. I've seemed to have softened up as I've been getting older. Like why am I going out of my way to kill ants? Remember you used to do that? Or lightning bugs. Yeah. So we used to take wiffle ball bats to lightning bugs.
Yeah.
What an a-hole.
Now I only kill, oh God. I have.
Don't go into your animal killings.
I have PTSD from something I did to a frog when I was like 8 years old.
Yeah, but
it never left me.
No, good.
Right.
Look, you were how old were you?
8.
And at 8 years old, which is a lot younger than a lot of people learn, is I'm hitting lightning bugs with ball bats at 12. Yeah. And smashing glass bottles because I like the sound of it. Remember 40-Year-Old Virgin? Remember when they were hitting each other with those lights were awesome to break. I'm sorry. I love that noise. It was an obsession thing. Obviously, I got over it. You realize how wrong it is. Right. But you found out at 8 years old not to harm an animal.
Right.
Good thing it wasn't something worse or with a, good. That's how you learn from it. Yeah. I think that's a great share right there.
Yeah.
There we go. At 8 years old, I did not important. But I did something to give me PTSD, and now because of that, I respect every living creature. Yeah. It's incredible. Yeah. It's an incredible thought process to share. Absolutely. People don't learn at 8 years old. Sometimes people learn in their 20s and 30s. You know what? Sometimes
they become serial killers.
Yeah. Different stuff happens. Like they like it or something. They go the opposite way as you. No, man. You went the right way. That's good.
I don't know how in the world did we get to that, Johnny.
I said share something with your audience I didn't share before. That's all. That's an off-tangent thing.
We will go places, in these conversations.
So you were an avid football card collector. Let's talk about it. Come on.
And dealer, yeah. When eBay first came out, I had an eBay store.
So did I. Mine was not an official eBay store. I just sold under my eBay username.
But there was, and when Johnny, see, this is why we bond. We got in at the same time.
Yeah.
Like 99, I got back into it in 99. And the Titans had just come to Tennessee in 99. So what that meant is that you could go on eBay and buy a lot of Javon Curse rookies for $1.25, and they were selling for double book value. It was the golden
1999
years.
Tops, $30.
It was the golden years for me, and it lasted a couple of years.
This is great share.
I mean, it was golden, and I made so much money just hand over fist. And then everything, it went away.
The amount of money that I left on the table.
Oh, I don't want to. Oh,
we are part of that group of regret, which is there's way more. There's 90% of us. you don't realize how many of us there actually are that did that same thing. Oh my God, the amount of Tom Brady rookie cards I had, Aaron Rodgers.
I mean,
I have paper proof too. So you know
it's
what I mean?
this
Like,
memory, guys,
no
that doesn't leave me. I had cards everywhere, like in my room. You know, this is high school.
I got rid of all my stuff, man.
But on the top of this stack that was sitting next to my stereo for like 2 years collecting dust, and like I remember it very clearly, like deodorant freckles. You know, but anyway, this Tom Brady Bowman Chrome sat there for 2 years with like deodorant dust.
2000 Bowman Chrome?
Yeah. Collecting this stuff. And then I wiped it off, and I remember selling it.
Did you get it graded or you sold it raw?
No, I sold it for $15.
Oh, my God.
You know what it's worth?
Oh, my God. Yeah, I do. I do.
$15.
Guys, you don't understand.
He won a Super Bowl, and I was like, well, this guy, I mean, he got lucky.
Now, the reason why I push for this hobby box thing, the football card collecting so much is because how it rolls into slot machines. Because
it's gambling. It starts kids on gambling, and
now
it's
it's really bad.
Real gambling.
It was not bad. Like, we had it good, man. We don't realize how good we had it. And, like, those inserts and stuff like that, like a game jersey was hard to find at 96 to 99. And then it opened up. But still, even though it opened up, they were still good. It was still a good product. Now it's out of hand.
It's worse than what we do, guys. There are people
$800 hobby boxes. These kids, yeah, man.
There are channels.
It's a gambling
that open sports card products where they've like lost their entire lives,
That's
like
nuts.
Divorced, lost their kids, all that stuff,
because
they're addicted to gambling and don't realize it.
Yeah,
or maybe they do.
Hobby box turns into $100.
But that is something that's far worse than the gambling that we do. And to bring kids into it, it really is gambling.
You can't bring kids into what we do. You know what I mean? You got to wait till you're 21 years old to do
but
this.
they target kids.
Yes, on purpose with this.
So here's what it is,
That's
guys.
gambling.
A lot of you won't know. It's like, okay, so now it's like there's a pack of cards, right? And the pack could cost anywhere from $3 to $30,000, right? And in that pack, there's odds on the back. You know, autograph is one in this, one in this, one in this. You are gambling. So you walk into Target and there's little kids picking this up, 1 in 8, 1 in 24, 1 in 196. Well, I want to get that autograph. I'm going to buy this many packs and spending everything trying to get it. And then you get it and it's not really worth as much, but you can go sell it. It's gambling.
Yeah.
It's gambling for kids. It's legal gambling. And you and I got hooked on it.
This was the beginning of a gambling addiction.
That's what started. We wouldn't be here
Absolutely.
if it weren't for those.
I turned 18. I went right to scratch-offs. Then I was looking at places we could drive to. You don't have to be 21 to gamble. You just drive up to New York,
that's what started us on gambling.
Absolutely. It rolled right into it. It rolled right into it for me, except I wasn't a slot machine player. We all played tables. We all did tables. Me, Jerry, Dijon. That's all we did. I taught everybody how to play craps, all that stuff, and then the slot machine stuff happened. Now, before we end this, can you give me some tips and tricks? We're just no.
Yes, I will. I will say this.
I don't mean any. Like what's something you do? You pull out anything?
I will say this. I've wanted to say this. I think so.
No,
there are none, guys. There are so many channels, and you all need to know that when they put that title out there, that title, like,
this is how you win on pinball.
Right. That is to manipulate the algorithm and get a ton of views.
Yeah.
And I don't do it intentionally. I could and get a lot more views, but I don't.
I don't either.
It's all nonsense, guys. You realize that, right? You're just people. There is no tip. There is no trick. Please stop falling for it. 5-spin rule. And I'm not calling anybody out specifically. Just everybody, just stop falling for it, guys. There is no tip or trick to win at slot machines. There isn't. There's no information that you're going to gain from anybody to get an advantage. And
otherwise it wouldn't be here.
Right. It's just not possible. It's not. There's volatility. You know, there's I mean, you know, when you sit down on a 10 times pay machine, it's a lot less likely you're going to walk away with money. Yeah. But you know that, right? You don't need a 20-minute video explaining that to you, right?
Go play double diamond. If you want multipliers,
right. I mean,
go play double diamond.
You don't need experts to sit there and tell you what you know. I mean, maybe people just like reinforcing what they already know and hearing that. But I'm just telling you, don't let anyone sell you snake oil, okay? Because it's just not. I will call one out. D Lucky, please. Okay.
Are you superstitious?
I'm a little stitious.
With what?
Nothing. No, I'm not.
No.
No. Does my brain do the slot stuff? Of course it does.
Yeah,
of course it does. All the stupid stuff that we believe that we know is not true.
But you do it. You do it. Like
I know it's not true, but I'll believe it in the moment.
But I've never seen you like pull out your card, cash out, cash it back. Like I've never seen you do any like weird stuff.
But I will believe.
Sorry, Rhonda.
I will believe that in the moment. I mean, you know the stuff I'm talking about.
I know what you're saying.
Where it's like, it hit, or
like
5 of the hats hit. And
it's more momentum. It's like if you're rolling dice at craps,
or I'm due.
And all of a sudden they got to check the dice, and you're like, "Come on!" But it doesn't do anything.
The newer slots, I will fall for that stupid,
stupid pots and stuff.
The fat pot, the fat pig.
How do you do that?
I know it's not true, and I'll fall for it every time and lose.
It's not.
Thousands.
That drives me friggin' crazy that people do. Because I'm a big disprove. I love disproving things, and that's always been one. Like you hit the pot, you open it up, and then all of a sudden 3 spins later, I get it again. I go, "Do you people like?"
So you'll
that's all it takes.
All you need to know, guys, please know it, remember it. Let's say Mo Mummy, any of those things where it's like, oh my God, it's so big, we need to sit down and play. Like I'll watch Bless His Heart, Vegas Matt. He'll say, oh look, they're, and he's fine. He's playing along with it too. They're all big. It's maxed out. We'll play it now, guys. It does not.
It couldn't be further
matter
from it. They want you to think that because it screws with your brain. Because when you're gambling, it does something with your brain.
Right.
Dopamine. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Dopamine.
And I'm not calling him out because I'll do the same thing in my video. I've done the same thing.
Dude,
I'll go, look, guys, it's full.
Yes, exactly. Why am I? But guess what? I will tell you this. I don't believe in any of that crap. But guess what? I'm going to sit at the machine where they're more full than the one that's not.
Right.
That's a true fact.
So when we get in the moment.
Yeah,
all that smarts goes out the window.
You kind of want to believe it too that this is helping. It's not. You know that though.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you guys want to get into the one credit thing.
What? You want to share
a lot of people get mad at me.
Double top dollar? Is that what
no, you got to play max bet on those. But a lot of people get mad about me playing one credit.
Oh, like on 5, 10, 15?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's like,
man.
What
yeah,
you
let's talk about that. No, because I use that a lot in my video. We'll end on this. This is a great. See, you said you have no tips or tricks. This is absolutely one. So
you're right.
You were thinking more along the lines of tips or tricks to win at the
on our old school.
Do it.
3 real machines, guys.
We're gonna end it on this.
So many of y'all get mad at me. You're like, why aren't you playing max bet? I think there's a belief out there. Yeah, we'll end on this.
Yeah, this is good.
There's a belief out there because I hear it in the comments that max betting gives you a better chance of winning. That is absolutely not true. The only incentive is on that pay board, and you have to pay attention to that. So, I'll get those comments.
Break it down.
If you look at Double Diamond or Double Diamond Deluxe, that's the perfect example. The scale increase, there is no incentive. It does not matter. I mean, sure.
Go further.
So when people say, why aren't you betting max? Well, what you're saying is, why aren't you betting $1 million?
Yeah.
Why aren't you betting $1 trillion?
Yeah, right.
Like,
it's the same thing.
You'd win more if I bet $1 million.
Yeah,
sure,
course.
But there is no scale increase. That's the only important thing. And there are big scale increases that incentivize you to play max bet. I still don't do them. Like, for instance, on a 10 times pay, one credit is 10,000, but it's only the top symbols, guys. It's only
the top.
It's only
jackpot.
If you get 3 10 times pays and you only bet one credit, well, then you're going to regret it because instead of 10,000, it's 50,000. So that's
5 times.
That's a 500% increase.
That's 500. 10,000, 50,000. Oh, from the. I'm sorry, you keep going stupid for jumping.
Right, but are you really ever going to hit 10 times, 10 times?
Right,
and
it's a 2-step process. What you're saying, it's not
the amount of money that it really has to do with budgeting. It's very hard to explain. I've tried to explain it before, but if your budget is, for me, my budget is $5 a spin. You don't have to venture out into 15 to spin because if you did. Over the course of your lifetime,
you're not going to hit that top jackpot.
But even if you did, the amount of money that you've lost betting outside of your range is going to be more.
Yeah. Have you cycled 40,000 through?
Right.
Is how
yes,
you have to really break down
Absolutely
that math.
You have.
But this is all factual stuff. There's nothing to fight and contest.
So
this is a good tip and trick, man.
There are a lot. So there's evens, and then there's a lot of 4% machines, and who cares about 4%?
Yeah.
3, 4, 5 is a 4% machine. So you could bet $5. And your payback on the top symbols, which you're never going to get, is 96% of what it would be betting 15. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It just, oh no.
I know. I get the stupid comments too.
You know what I mean? Like, so instead of 7,200, it would have been 7,500.
Yeah. No, dude, I got killed on whatever the triple diamond one that I hit, that $5 denomination. It was 1,800. I was playing one credit. I believe it was. But this will make sense because it was the diamonds.
Well, that's even.
No, well, yeah, and somebody said, well, if you're playing max bet, it would have been 3,600. Duh.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, yeah, but you gave me nothing.
Right. There's no incentive.
I wouldn't have gotten 5,800. Like,
and especially
that's different. I would obviously do max bet.
Johnny and I love the 4 reels.
There is no 4 reels.
There is no scale increase on any 4 reel.
No, there's not.
All 4 reels, it doesn't matter. You can bet 1, 2, 3. You're not, and I feel like some people in the comments, when I try to explain it, don't understand what I'm talking about with the scale increase. What I mean is that you bet. Let's say you bet 5, you win 1,000. You bet 10, you win 2,000. You bet 3, but there are machines where it's like you bet 3, and then instead of winning 30,000, you'd win like 100,000. Yes, that's the scale increase.
That's double 3, 4, 5 times. I bet. Yeah,
no,
right?
double 3, 4, 5 is a 4%.
What am I thinking of?
10 times pay and 12 times pay.
Oh yeah, wow.
So you really need to pay attention to those tables, guys. That's really important.
This is perfect.
And if your budget is $5 to spin, and you're walking, let's say you're walking into the casino with $1,000. And you're going to be walking out of it an hour later disappointed because you were telling yourself you had to play max bet, right? Whereas that could have lasted you a lot longer and give you a better chance of winning something betting 5 a spin on that. But you're playing max outside of your budget. You were going outside of your budget, max betting. You just don't have to do that except bonus games. But what we've learned, what I taught Johnny didn't even know this. Did you know that Wheel of Fortune is 2 different games?
What do you mean?
A $5 Wheel of Fortune, a $10 max bet, you're playing $5 on Double Diamond and $5 to try to get the Wheel of Fortune.
Yes. So this is what I thought you were going to talk about, the one credit thing. That's why I said that.
So if on the bonus games,
share this.
If you let's say that a casino doesn't,
people hate this. I've taught them.
Let's say that a casino does not have a Double Diamond machine, and you want to play Double Diamond, but they have a Wheel of Fortune machine.
It's a Double Diamond Wheel of Fortune.
If you bet $5 on that, that is a different game. Yeah. You're just playing Double Diamond.
So when you play $10, tell them.
The $5 you're playing is for the Wheel of Fortune only. So every $5 of that is just trying to hit that wheel.
So playing max credit on Wheel of Fortune and Top Dollar, let's take the Top Dollar.
You're playing 2 games.
Yes. If you take the Top Dollar and Wheel of Fortune out of it, if you hit 3 red 7s on 1 credit or 2 credit, it pays exactly the same.
It pays the same. If you're betting 10,
that 10 is just for that wheel. You're still involved with the Double Diamond game.
There's only one pay table.
However, we all know, because we were just talking about you're chasing the top jackpot. What are you doing? Obviously, a Wheel of Fortune symbol and a Top Dollar are so random that they can come out 6 times in a session. So you could play that 1 credit and be like, I'm going to try to manipulate and only play this, and you could really screw yourself.
No. The slot will trick you. If you only bet 1 credit, it'll give it to you all the time. You have to understand that the machine will not go outside of its pay range. Yeah. So it's not like your odds are the same. It's not like if you only bet $5 on Wheel of Fortune, you have no chance of winning. You have the same exact chance of winning.
And it's the same payout, too. Yeah. Like, those 3 red 7s come out, you were getting them on the 2 credit, but it was still paying the same thing.
So you really can't go wrong.
This is good information.
Yeah, but if you look at a pay table on a bonus game, there's only 1 pay table. Any other pay table, you'll say 1 credit, 2 credit.
2 credit.
You're not seeing that. You just have the pay table.
That's it. Randy, that was awesome. See, you said I don't have any tips and tricks. You went the opposite way. So you really break it down and look at it. Look what you just shared. That's
incredible information. But the tip and trick that I'm sharing is that it doesn't matter what you do, guys.
There's no manipulation.
The payback on that machine
I play
it's the
2
same
credits,
no matter what.
Or here's one I've heard, especially on the 4 reels. Oh, you shouldn't. Ready? Then I've heard people go, "Yeah, you shouldn't play max bet on these. It hits more on 1 and 2 credit.
On
it
what?
Doesn't matter. Like the 4 reel triple red hots. I remember people say, and because I've disproved it so many times. I've hit jackpots on max credit. Mike and I hit for 8,100 twice.
Oh, I remember.
I
was right behind you.
We gave it all back, dude. Anyways, not going to get into that. We're not going down negative.
We're done.
Lane.
Yeah, we could go forever here.
Incredible interview. Thank you for all that insight there at the end.
Yeah.
That was what a way to finish. That was a big finish, my friend. Thank you very much for joining, guys. Check out obviously Mid-South Slots. Make sure you're checking out SlotsFan, slotsfan.com, SlotsFan YouTube. We're all over the place, Facebook, all that stuff. Make sure you're subscribing, liking, leaving those comments, hitting bells to stay notified. Make sure you're checking out the NJ Slot Guy. I have some more videos for you soon. Thank you, guys.
See you guys.